Hello everyone, I'm Zepaneva and I'm filming from my hotel room in Tokyo. As you can see, it's 1:35 a.m. and I'm just taking a small break from working. Some of you guys asked me on Twitter to do an unboxing, or better, an unbagging of this thing. And by the way, yes, cable mess on my desk is pretty much a must. So what is this thing? This thing is a goodie bag that I purchased at the 20th anniversary event of Age, the developer of Muv-Luv and Kigimi ga no Zomo. So, well, I purchased it via our correspondent, which went to the event in my stead because I couldn't go at that time. It was not really fitting my travel plans. I did try to make it fit, but simply couldn't. So this is not going to be a professionally made video. Not that I ever make professionally made videos. This is going to be simply a small unboxing. Is not even a official to Infinite video. It's also made with my smartphone because I don't have my camcorder with me. I have no filmed interviews this time around, so there was no need for me to bring one. So, and by the way, what kind of interviews I have this time around? Well, you're gonna have to wait and find out because I'm not telling you. So what is in here? Since you guys asked me to unbag this thing, there is a lot of stuff. This thing costed 10,000 yen at the event. Regularly purchased with receipt. Finally, the receipt had the characters from Muv-Luv and yeah, I'm in Japan, so I kind of got used to say it the way. Muv-Luv and Kimigano Zomoeyan on bottom and top, and Age logo. And how much is 10,000 yen, you ask? It's about, I think, 90 bucks, something like that. But there is a lot of stuff. So, and when it's Muv-Luv, I'm kind of a fanatic, so I guess 10,000 yen isn't that much. So what is in here? A lot of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, this is filmed in my hotel room, on my bed because I don't have any other room here. So plushie, Destroyer Kun plushie. So this is a plushie of a Destroyer beta, which is lovely. I really love this thing. So, and this is, I guess, comfortably fitting the bed. I guess I'm gonna sleep with a Destroyer. So let's move on. Let this box. We have a game box, including. Let me try it and open it without putting my fingers too much on the lens. How do you open this from this side? We have a Muv-Luv alternative game. Yes, this is the English version. Yeah, by the way, interestingly, many of the items that were sold in these goodie bags were like leftovers from the Kickstarter. So, which I actually missed at the time, so that's really good for me. So many of these are in English, or well, partly in English at least. And there is this lovely art book with Takeru and the girls from Muv-Luv. And unfortunately, I have to use only in hand because I'm filming with the other one. So yeah, not much I can easily show from here, but it's really lovely. By the way, I understand that the lighting conditions are not the best because this is a hotel room with yellowish lights, but that's what I can do. So besides these, there is this lovely artwork, Tsumika, and a soundtrack with a lot of tracks. Because one of the best things, see, there is the Kickstarter logo in there. One of the best things that the Muv-Luv series has, which I absolutely love, you probably noticed already, is the soundtrack. Okay, let's set this aside and let's move on. Let's move on with this big boy here. The bag is gonna collapse. Oops. Let's move on. This big boy here is an absolutely fantastic plastic model of Meiya's Takemikazuchi. The version 1.5 by Kotobukiya, which is actually, it's almost by itself. It basically pays the price of the bundle here. Let's see if I can open it with the one hand. It's not easy. It seems easy, but okay, I made it. So nice little booklet. These models by Kotobukiya had some really great booklets. See, with artwork, Meiya and Takemikazuchi, and all the instruction. They're quite complex models. I actually already have Yui's Takemikazuchi from Total Eclipse, and I am pretty much predicting that it will be very similar, just different color and a few different accessories. But they are very complex. They're quite complex models. Pretty much, I would put them on the same level of a master grade by Bandai. So a lot of pieces, a lot of like transparent and colored, pre-colored pieces. So pretty easy to assemble without painting if you want. All you need, I noticed, for a nice finish is those Gundam pens to put the lines a little bit, to highlight the lines a little bit, because it makes it look a lot less plastichy, whatever. You got what I mean. Let's put this aside. And let's move to the next thing without destroying the bag, possibly. Okay, next thing, we're gonna have this bag here. This bag here it looks very familiar to me. See what I can do here. This is just paper, so I guess I can break it without feeling too good. Oh, sorry for the finger. Let's see. Okay, there we go. That paper has run its course. It's going to be discarded. So, as I say, this is quite a familiar box because it's Sumika's Figma, again from the Kickstarter. I should have equipped myself with a cutter before doing this, but I did not think to because I'm a moron. And yeah, it's definitely familiar because I don't actually have Sumika from the Kickstarter. I have the version from the Xbox 360 version of Muv-Luv and Muv-Luv Alternative. It's a bundle that was released only in Japan, and it looks like it has pretty much exactly the same Sumika. It's actually a really nice Figma, which I really like, and it's so I guess I'm gonna have two now. You can't have too many Sumikas. Come on, unless Milky Drills punches you. Okay, so let's move to the next thing. Let's try to put some order in this place. It's a bit messy. Okay, next item is still from the Kickstarter, and it's the Codex. Still, as you can see, it's all in English, despite the fact that the event was in Japan. This is an absolute beauty. It's a full hardcover, 400 pages. Over 400 pages book which is basically the Bible of the Muv-Luv series, and you can see there is everything you may want to know. And I actually was really sad that I missed the Kickstarter. I have the Japanese version, but this one in English. I'm really happy that it's here, that it was in here. And I guess by itself, I would say that I would have paid the 10,000 yen for this by itself if I found it. So yeah, really happy about this. Okay, let's move to the next item here. We have another plastic model. This time around it's Takeru's Shiranui, still by Kotobukiya. Kotobukiya, I believe, is the only brand that actually made plastic model kits for Muv-Luv, and as you can see, it's nicely detailed. It's a little less complex than the Takemikazuchi, but it still has, you see, pre-painted pieces, and it's a nice, it also has a few beta coming with it. It's a nice model. It's a very nice model that I will enjoy building quite a lot. I actually never had a Shiranui plastic model. I have a lot of action figures. I have a ton of those action figures by Volks, but I was a little lacking in the plastic model department because for some reason I expected those to require painting, and I honestly lack the time to paint them. But they actually do not seem to require much painting. Some of them do. Like those, I've noticed that those that have camo require painting. Like I got on my own I got the Beatrix's MiG-23 Shiburaska from Schwarzes Marken, and that one does require painting because it has a camo on it that's not pre-painted on the plastic. So if you get those that have a camo, you will need to paint them. Then we have a t-shirt, pretty lovely cute t-shirt with look at this kind of looks like a heavy metal. It's by Cospa, by the way. A heavy metal t-shirt. It's a bit small for me. It's a medium. Nandesto. It really does look like a heavy metal t-shirt. But yeah. Really cute. Let's put it there. Next. We have we have another soundtrack. Spare soundtrack. I guess I'll have to find it at home. And then, I'm in Japan, so of course there is going to be clear files, because there is always clear files in Japan. Oh, this one is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful illustration by Carnelian, and it belongs to, oh my god, I'm going to so butcher this, Bernard und Schatten, something like that, which is the light novel that serves as a prequel to Schwarzes Marken, which is a prequel to Muv-Luv, which is funny. So this is Irisdina and Beatrix, which are two of my favorite characters. So yeah, no complaint here. Oh, there is another illustration of Sumika inside here. Again, spare stuff just dropped inside. That's why it looked a little weird, because it's like half see-through. See, this is a beautiful illustration, by the way. Real Milky Punch. And again, this is really beautiful. And then we have the Scarlet Sisters from Muv-Luv Alternative Total Eclipse, with the symbol of Project Prominence behind. Lovely. Well, of course, as I said, it's Japan, so there is going to be clear files somewhere. Japanese gamers have an obsession for clear files. I don't know why. But also like anime fans, of course. Oh, there also is, my collaborator actually left this in the bag, the guest badge for the event, which was named Still Breathing because pretty much Age had, Age, sorry. Actually, you should say Age, because the actual name is Age. I had to pretty much demonstrate they were still alive. And I say they did. Even if most of what they're producing now is quite a bit far in the future, at least it seems that they are working very hard on achieving things with the AVEX's support. And it feels good to know that they are still breathing, to be honest. We're almost done here. The bag is almost empty, but there is a bag inside the bag. Bagception. Oh my god, that was the most terrible joke I did today. And I did some bad ones before, but you didn't hear them, luckily for you. So we have some stickers. Stickers with beta and TSFs and the emblem of the Valkyries. And our characters here in Super Deformed. I love the Super Deformed characters. And code 991 warning. And I'm approaching beta detected. By the way, I don't know if you know that, but I have the code 999 sound as my alarm sound. You believe me, that wakes you up. You have no idea. If you have trouble waking up, I actually had trouble waking up. I put that as my wake up alarm, and boy, I never have trouble anymore. That wakes you up like nothing else. It's like PTSD in sound form. More stickers. We have Sumika. We have Maya. And we have the Muv-Luv logo. Then we got postcards. Postcards of Photo Melodies, which is the next thing that will be localized. And between the fan discs, the two fan discs, Photo Melodies and Photo Flowers. Photo Flowers is great, but Photo Melodies is much better. Believe me, when I actually played everything in it in Japanese, and when you get that one, it's going to be pretty much the crowning of your Muv-Luv adventures. Then we have the whole group. More group picture with Kickstarter coming soon to Kickstarter. My god, this has been printed a ton of time ago, and they still have the Digicat logo in it. And this is the Photon Flower one, which is absolutely fun. This is actually one of my favorite illustrations of Sumika. To be honest, to be fair, both the illustration, the Photon Melodies and the Photon Flower illustration of Sumika and Maya are among my favorite of both characters. They're really lovely. They are an updated look of both characters that I really enjoy. Then we have Sumika and Takeru. And last one, Takemi Katsushi. Very nice. But there is more. See, we have a tapestry, which I am not gonna open because I like to keep them sealed until I hang them. But as you can see here, it's Sumika and Maya in UN uniforms. This is still from the Kickstarter, I believe. And there is more. We have badges. A UN badge from Yokohama base. I actually have been looking for these for a long time, and they were made by Cospa in Japan. We have the Valkyries here, with the correct spelling, Valkyries. The original spelling is Valkyries, but these ones that were made by Cospa in Japan, and they were completely impossible to find lately. So I was really sad about it. And we also have as much as what? Oh my god. Sorry, it's 2 a.m. Schwarzesmarken emblem here. And last, it looks like this is the last but not least, we actually have a metal version of the emblem of the Valkyries, and this is absolutely lovely. So this is pretty much... Oh, no. I actually forgot a couple of little things in here. We have 2 little can pins with Maya and Sumika. There is another thing that it's very beloved by Japanese otaku. They really love these little can pins. I find them personally a little flimsy, but so I don't use them all that much, but I love them because it's Mei and Sumika. So what's not to love, right? So this is pretty much it. It's a lot of stuff, as you can see. I am especially happy about the codex. The codex is fantastic, and the plastic models. I would say that I got more than my money's worth, and it was worth it to actually haul it from the place in which I met my correspondent to my hotel, despite the super crowded train. This thing was big and heavy, and I should have given her more credit for actually hauling that back home and back to where she met me. So yeah, but definitely got my money's worth, and supported the franchise a bit, which is always bad and it was always a good thing. And so I'm happy. I'm really happy with the purchase. That's it. So I think it's time to go back to work because I have more articles to write. And if you're wondering what I'm here for, what kind of interviews I'm preparing, and I will do in the next few days. I already actually done one, but I can tell you what it is. You just have to follow to Infinite and wait for a few days, some of them a couple of weeks or so, or 3 weeks, and you may be able to discover what they are. One of them, I'll let you know, I'm super excited about. And if you know me, you know why. Well, then that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it wasn't a professionally made video. I know I eat my words when I'm not rehearsing what I say. And I know my English is not perfect because I'm not English or English native speaker. And it's made with a smartphone, so it's not great. But I hope you're happy to have seen what was inside the big, giant 20th anniversary bag. So I'll end it with a happy 20th anniversary, Aja. And let's hope there is going to be another 20 or 40 or 80 with a lot more Muv-Luv games, because I love the franchise. You know that I do, and I hope you do as well. And if you haven't played the Muv-Luv games, you really, really should. So bye everyone, and good night.